Hi everyone, welcome back to Lipstick and Linguine. I'm Rosa and I try out all the makeup so that you don't have to. So recently I posted my detailed review of the brand new CC oil-free matte foundation, and I had a lot of people asking the question, well, how is it different to the original? So it gave me this idea. How about we have a really quick, straight to the point video about how these two are different. So what I've done is I've gone ahead and applied the matte to one side of my face, the original to the other side of the face. You'll see how it blends in a little bit differently, and then we'll do a couple of checkups to see how it's different. So if you're interested in seeing a battle of the CC creams, it's not a battle, then please stay tuned. So I've applied about a pump and a half of the matte to one side, and now I'm going to apply one pump of medium to the other side and mix it together. And I won't use it all because I only use a pump and a half on this side. And I'll just go and work that in. And to eliminate any kind of factor of difference, I haven't used a primer at all. I just apply moisturizer first because this product's supposed to have a primer in it already. So let's skip that step. All right, flipping the sponge over. I find that this formula needs a little bit more of a dab and pull motion to blend, as opposed to the other one which just bounces on. So this one needs blending as opposed to just the bouncing of that one. Okay, just turning over again. I'm just gonna make sure that's all blended in as well down the neck. And a top tip of what not to do is don't try and pop a pimple just before you start filming, because it will bleed as if you've been bitten by a shark. So hopefully that doesn't keep bleeding for too much longer. Alright, can you see much difference on camera? To my eye, I think there's less luminosity here. There's really a lot more glow on this side, but it's not like hugely significant. I think the oil control really is the major difference between the two. It definitely, like, as you apply it on the skin, does look different, and it feels slightly different. Not that it feels drying, but it just doesn't feel as wet almost. I'm gonna go ahead and apply some concealer. Same one on both sides. And then we use the Cover FX setting powder, and I'm going to set both sides. So this side was the matte side, and this was the dewy. We're back. It's been quite a few hours now, and I thought I'd check in with you and let you know and show you, I guess, of how the two formulas actually performed today. So it was a fairly warm day, so it wasn't hot, it wasn't cold, it was one of those medium days. I think spring might be on its way. And if you remember, this was the side that I used the original formula on, and this is the side that I used the matte formula on. If I look at both sides, to the naked eye, it looks like this formula is a slightly more luminous, and that one is slightly less luminous, although it's not matte. If you watched my first video on this matte CC cream, you'll know that I actually don't think it's quite matte. I think it's fairly sort of velvet looking and natural looking. I think this one provided a little bit more coverage, and despite using the same powder, the same face palette and everything else, I still feel like this side, I feel like this side held up a little bit better. I haven't blotted or powdered or anything throughout the day, and now I've got two blotting sheets identical, and I'll put them on both sides of my face to see if there's any difference. Alright, so this is the one that came off the matte side. So you can see some oil has come through. It's a little hard to see without something behind it. And this is the one with the original formula. So if you do compare the two, you can see that the original formula, I think you can tell that a little bit more oil came through that side. Both sides of my face, my mascara has smudged. Both sides we've faded a little bit. But both sides also look good enough that I could powder and still feel comfortable to wear for another few hours. It's also worth noting that even though I did use some powders today, I didn't actually go ahead and set with any mist. So after doing the half face and then after wearing this foundation for an additional week after I filmed my first review, I still think this is a really nice addition to the line. I don't think that it's a massively different product. That's not true. I think it's really different in the way it feels and applies, in terms of it feels a little bit thicker, it blends quite well, and it feels like it's got a little bit more coverage. But I think the actual look of the product isn't all that different from the original. Did this video help at all? I'm not sure. But I hope for those of you who contact me through Instagram, in private messages, email me and all the rest, that kind of gives you, I guess, a look at the differences and more so maybe the similarities. But anyway, that's the end of this video. It was a really quick one today. As usual, don't forget to subscribe, and thank you so much for watching and coming and spending a little bit of time with me in my little corner of the internet. I'll catch you next time. Bye.